Hi everyone, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm DK.
I'm Rizzo.
And I'm Zero, and today in Anime Reaction, watch the 12th and final episode of Mayoiga.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 12th and final episode of Mayoiga, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to leave us feedback in the comment section, because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And
thanks for watching.
Please support the official release.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled idiots.
Ding!
Woo!
So on this episode of Mayoiga,
they dropped a plot on me.
Indeed.
Damn.
Got a lot of plot.
A lot of resolution.
it really felt rushed.
Kind of did, yeah.
Like, I think it could have gone a couple more episodes. At least a couple more episodes.
Yeah, but with all that resolution in one nice and tidy package, I think they were hoping for for a longer series.
Yeah.
For a half season.
I might have to do some research on it, but I was pretty sure that at the beginning of the season it was scheduled for 24. So perhaps they thought that they were going to have more, and then they got,
Then they got.
I've heard that it's not a very popular series in Japan.
Oh yeah, actually, I've heard it's like one of the least favorite series of a lot of fans this season. That's just what I've seen on the internet. Personal opinion, I didn't think it was that bad.
Maybe the final 12 episodes got canned, and they had to wrap it up quickly.
I can buy that scenario, but.
Which is rather unfortunate, because I thought it was fantastic up until episode 11 and 12, where they're like, go, 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 go.
Plot.
Pretty much. But yeah, so basically it explained that if you come to terms with your Nanaki, then you leave the village.
Yeah. Or, well, one way or another. I mean, yeah, if you come to terms with your Nanaki, or it vanishes on you. But yeah, the only way to get out of Nanaki Village with any positive effects is to come to grips with it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to mention something that they brought a plot device that didn't quite make sense. Hayato being able to control his Nanaki.
Yeah. That's and only
Way
for
out of left field.
Yeah, just for a little while too. No explanation as to how he was able to do it.
It was like right at the beginning of the episode.
Yep. No mention of it before
and
or after the
just
moment.
out of nowhere, I'm going to kill you, and here's my giant Nanaki that's going to kill you.
Yeah,
Right.
and then he fails. The Nanaki turns on him. I guess they become one. It's what?
I can see them becoming one thing.
I can see that, but just the Nanaki kind of align itself with Hayato, then turning on him, and then they become one anyway. It's just, why have that scene there other than to maybe reinforce Mitsumune's and Masaki's relationship, I guess, being rescued and all that, but it doesn't make any sense to me.
I actually think that it was a decent way.
I think it would have been decent if
Out of a 10, it was about a 5. It was straight up average.
Yeah, that scene would have been nice, a little bit of build up, I think, unless I'm missing something here, which I very well could be. But yeah, I don't recall any mention in episode 11 or scenes leading up to it of Hayato being able to control the Nanaki and just write it like in Shadow of the Colossus.
Right?
Actually, that's what reminded me of. Should have tossed that in there, not the Pokemon references I made.
But the whole getting chased by his Nanaki, and then Mitsumune carrying him on his back with Misaki pushing both of them up the hill trying to get out. It was cute. It kind of worked. I kind of liked it.
Kind of put it was kind of the glue to bring the three of them a little closer together.
It really brought the three of them together, at least, and I think that's a good little bit. But
yeah, the fact that the Naki started doing this seemingly out of nowhere, it's just it doesn't sit well.
And then towards the end, it kind of bugged me how basically everybody's like, okay, let's go home. And then suddenly they just came to grips with their Nanaki.
Right.
And just out of nowhere.
Everyone makes their choice where they want to, what they want to do, and then everything's hunky-dory again.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Because basically the people who stayed, they just stayed. There was nothing wrong with them. But the people who wanted to leave, I can kind of see that, because the reason why they weren't really able to is because they didn't really want to go back to their lives.
Right.
However, earlier in the series, they did all actually try to leave.
That is true. Altogether. Well, okay. Well, to be fair, maybe they found what they were really looking for in the end. But again, just how they kind of went about more or less displaying their desire just seemed a little half-assed. It's just really sudden. Okay, we'll stay here. We're going home. Bye.
It was the last 2 minutes was that exactly that.
Yeah.
That was the wrap up of this season and of this series, and it was one of the most rushed endings I've seen in a while.
Just wanted to put a cap on it. No fallout. It's like, oh yeah, man, can you imagine how much Misaki would have been in the right to hate just about everyone on that bus? Oh, you just tried to torture me and burn me at the stake, but hey, that's cool. Let's go on a bus ride together and sing songs and be all happy and shit. They're leaving out a lot of scenarios that sound more plausible.
A lot of potential that could have happened that just didn't, because...
Well, actually, maybe that is it. Maybe it did get the axe and they couldn't live up to that potential because it had to be rushed.
I think that
the reason why I think that it might have gotten axed is because there's a lot of character development that it was setting up for that never happened.
Yeah.
Like it always kind of set up Lion to be more of a main character than she actually ended up being.
Yeah.
It set up a lot of people to be more than what they ended up being.
Yeah, it set up Jack to be a huge antagonist in the series. Koharun, the same deal. And
Val is sitting in the middle trying to keep people, trying to be the boss guy, trying to make everything make sense despite his shortcomings.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, that potential growth just gets swept to the wayside and ending just right there.
This is the second final episode that we've watched so far this season, and this is the second disappointing final episode that we've watched so far this season.
I fear for our future prospects.
And that's the God's honest truth.
Between Kuma Miko and this,
Kuma Miko was worse.
Oh, far
Kuma
worse.
Miko was far worse. Like I said, I still hold that opinion. Kuma Miko is one of the worst endings I've seen in media in a while. But this one was pretty damn rushed.
That was fucking dirty. This one, I really wish it just could have kept going.
Yeah, but given everything that could have led to the story being as rushed as we said it was, I could sort of live with that. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but it happens. I can just rule it down to shit happens. If that is really the case, if it's just the writers and directors fucking up, then that's a different story.
That's really, really sad.
Yeah, it either seemed like it got axed and they had to rush it, or the director just doesn't know how to pace things.
Or just
because it had really good pacing up to like episode 10.
Yeah.
Even episode 11 wasn't that bad.
Or director just said fuck it at the end.
Right.
Alright, whatever, let's finish this. But
yeah, this
pretty
is
much.
A pretty bad
That's
plot resolution.
I don't know.
Yeah. If the story were allowed to continue on just a little bit further, then cool.
It's like I could seriously see like 4 more episodes inside the village, and then another set of episodes outside the village trying to recuperate, still trying to figure
Kind
out.
of an epilogue on both sides. Like, yeah, even if it's just that and say OVAs or something, I wouldn't mind.
And by the way, that was a full fucking bus at the end. Full bus.
I saw several empty seats.
Yeah, they're kind of spread out.
To me, it seemed like all the seats were taken.
Yeah, no, I definitely recall several empty seats.
It's just the guys man spreading.
No, I mean, realistically, there weren't that many people who stayed behind. Maybe like a handful.
Yeah.
So it does stand to reason that a lot of the bus would be pretty full.
I guess, I don't know, it kind of seemed like the parting of ways looked like it was very...
It looked like more people stay behind.
More
than
even.
Actually. Ah, I gotcha.
You had 4 people on the ground. You had 4 or 5 people wanting to stay and take care of them. And then the rest end up
leaving.
taking off.
Let's actually review it. So
17 empty seats.
Ah.
So,
But the way they're spread out, whatever. And the angle.
I don't know, it just seems...
The bus is full, they're also carrying midgets.
yeah,
about that.
basically what it comes down to is this episode was rushed. And it could have been better.
And midgets got on board the bus.
But that's going to wrap it up for our episode 12 discussion of Mayoiga. That does it for this series for Mayoiga. I'm Rizzo.
I'm Zero.
And I'm DK. See you next time!